And we on. Salute, fam. What's good? What's good with it? Get up in here and get off this first Monday night live, man. Chop it up. Motherfucking shit, you can't just drag strip around this motherfucker. Making sure y'all can hear me. Anybody in the building, y'all can hear me, let me know. Give a few minutes, let a few people get up in here. I ain't gonna be long. I ain't gonna be on long, y'all. Ain't none of the fellas came through, so I'm just gonna get on, get my little thoughts up on the Mikey Garcia fight, Aaron Stevenson fight week, things like that, man. Oh, the Haney and but I go hyphy right there. Wagwan.
I was just about to let you know this ain't no trolling team me there. What you said?
Yeah, I put the link in the background. I know it was you. I ain't put the link in the chat yet.
Fam, hop on. I didn't even know you was live. But what you saying?
I know I was just putting them in, like go in about the Mikey fight, the aftermath, what's going on with Mikey, the Shakur Stevenson hearing, and probably chop it up a little bit about the Theofimo Haney little argument or whatever, little dispute they had. DB and still salute, fam. But I'm gonna go in about that, man. I ain't gonna be on probably an hour. You know what I'm saying, depending on how long we can hold the conversation and shit. But what's good?
Yeah, man, we could check. Yeah. We could start with whichever one you want to start with them because it's definitely a few things. I know a few of us wouldn't even get together and have like a post Wilder discussion because we missed the show last week. But it is what it is.
Right. Yeah, we get into that too, man. I ain't motherfuckers. If the fight was bigger than what motherfuckers are saying, motherfuckers just basically shitting on Wilder, happy to see him lose type of shit. Deep in salute. What's good with it, bro? Let me jump on over here and what's name? But yeah, shit, Mikey, the Mikey fight, man. I'm gonna get into that one first. Get that one out the way. The Mikey fight was kind of crazy to me, man. Oh boy, just had a good game plan. Mikey's style was just not up to par. His style is just not good for a boxer. You know what I'm saying? With any type of style. Oh boy, it was good with the jab. He was counter punching real good with Mikey. He was able to use his defense real good with Mikey. Mikey couldn't really land nothing significant throughout the fight. It was difficult for him to give Cole salute to find any type of good rhythm or any type of openings. You know what I mean? To woe his fans. And then the zone commentating really, it was like a farewell to Mikey type of situation because he had moments, you know what I'm saying? But he had old boy against the ropes, but old boy defense was good, but they basically were shitting on him. I done seen worse.
Hey, keep going. Give me like 1 minute. Keep going.
I done seen worse performances from other guys that they uplifted in those situations. So it was kind of weird to listen to them motherfuckers and check out Mikey, man. But Mikey just wasn't there, man. The layoff. I think his style was a problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he prepared right for this guy because he would have had to step up the aggression way more than he did. And got to give your hats off to the guy he was in there with, though. The guy put a hell of a game plan together, and his defense was on point. You know what I'm saying? He busted had Mikey leaking and everything. So I don't know where Mikey go from here, man. He was calling out Rigas Prograis. I don't know if that's a fight that fans gonna be wanting to really see, man. The boxing plug salute. What's good with it, fam? He said Trey and Marlo salute. Theo was afraid of your boy, the dream. Yeah, man. I wanted to talk about that. I'm gonna get into that. Hey, but yeah, man. I was talking about Mikey performance, man, and that big L he took. You know what I'm saying? That was a big for him to especially be getting these fights under his promotional company. You know what I mean? And going over there fighting a guy people that's not really familiar with, jumping up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying, and not performing or coming out with the W, man, that's gonna hurt. I don't know where to go from here. What you think about it, though, Ike?
All right, hey, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Because of that type of matchup, it was basically Mikey facing a created player. I purposely planned my Saturday night for me to not even be home to watch that team. So yeah, I didn't care about that fight. So it was hella shocking when Rob Stewart told me that Mikey lost the decision. I was like, bro, you lying, because me think that if even if he gets robbed, they're at least going to give it to him on the cards, because the zone is that he's the one to push. That fight was not built to build up so whatever his name is in any way.
Facts.
So yeah, I just couldn't believe it. And people could say whatever, about Mikey. Like, I don't know if they say he looked rusty or whatever, but to me, I heard that he basically got outboxed. But yeah, it just sounded like it could be one of them things where it could have been rust. It could have been he took him light, because he did. I did see him say it was like his plan to get in there, get a fight in, and then target Regis Prograis. So yeah, it's possible that he took it light. And Marlon, that team was in Fresno, so that's like like heavily Latin based environment where that fight was at. So I just thought it was no way that he was gonna lose a decision. But go on.
Exactly. No, exactly. I'm on the same page. I just thought, and the commentating really, like, the fight was close enough for them to do some crazy shit. Let's just be real. I think it was like a split decision or majority decision or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It was close enough for them to do some weird stuff, and they didn't even do it. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of weird, man. But I guess, like I said, I think that ended up looking like a going away party for Mikey from the zone. You know what I'm saying? He won a Regis Prograis fight. We know Regis right now, you know what I'm saying, is fighting under other TV company. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. You know what I'm saying, what's going on. But Mikey got a devoted fan base, man. Where he go from here, I just don't know. I hope he can still get this Regis Prograis fight. I like to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because Regis Prograis style will make an action-packed fight. But far as a boxer, you know what I'm saying, the guy who used that stick throughout the fight, I think, you know what I'm saying, it's a problem for Mikey, especially if a guy got any kind of decent defense. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't look right for Mikey. Mikey didn't really have no answers for this guy. I ain't never heard of this guy, and his style was nothing that my eyes ain't never seen before. It wasn't like no woes and wows about this guy. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. Hey, that go the link in the chat, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to get on, it's an open discussion. You know what I'm saying? I just moved it to Mondays instead of Thursdays. But that's all it was, man. I ain't putting them down or trying to shit on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's a big loss in my eyes with Mikey, man. Big loss he took. I don't know where the fuck he gonna go from here.
Yeah, it just seemed like a team where it's like the Mikey Garcia, his name was like rated way more higher than what he could actually do in the ring.
Yeah. But if you look at his career though, like, you know what I'm saying, he done against some semi you know, had to overcome against some guys like that. So his style is not no unbeatable style, you know what I mean? But it just seemed like a boxer, a disciplined boxer, can definitely beat a disciplined counterpuncher in Mikey. That's what it looked like to me. D-Lo 404 salute. MC Talks Boxing salute. You know what I mean? That shit that was a shocker to me though. But yeah, man, shit, I say what's the name? I was watching the motherfucking Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez.
I'm gonna leave out and come right back.
All right. I was watching Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez little dispute, y'all. And I heard some words and saw some little shaky shit from Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? Devin was real calm, but it was really Teofimo that, I was watching because the camera was at Devin back. This motherfucker was using the N-word and all kind of ish, but in his eyes, it didn't look like he was, you know what I'm saying, real confident in what he was saying. And I wanted to bring that to the table. I want to hear y'all what y'all think about that dispute, man. I didn't see a confident Teofimo Lopez that I wanted to see, and that could play in the fight on how he gonna approach Devin in the fight. That could fuck up the whole thing, man. But I really want to see this fight, y'all. But I don't know if it's gonna happen, man. As far as the contracts and all this old crazy shit that's going on, plus what I saw in that little dispute, I saw a little bit of fear in Theo. I don't know if y'all seen the same thing, But let me know, man, what y'all think about that fight, man. Do y'all really want to see that fight? Do y'all think did y'all see any type of fear in Teofimo Lopez and plus the verbiage he was using? What y'all think about it, man? Was that fear or was that Teofimo Lopez? What you think, Hype?
All right. See, I keep in mind. Okay, it was Eddie Hearn. He set that whole thing up. Y'all know Eddie, slick ass Eddie. He do things like that. But so Devin knew that that was gonna go down. Tio didn't know that that was gonna go down. So if you want to say, oh, like body language, hey, Tio might have not looked as aggressive or whatever. Um, hey, you know what I mean? If you can say that if you want to. I know Tio's dad. He said something
Hey,
to him like,
that's different,
"Go
man.
on."
I didn't know that part. Good looking out. That's different now. Okay, I see he was caught off guard. Then is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, because at the end, Tails' dad, he said, fucking Eddie, fucking Eddie. Like he like looked at him and said that to him. So I was like, oh, like you could tell that they wasn't expecting that. Whereas Devin, Devin, they walked over there. That's like they wasn't ready for that. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I look at it like that. Secondly, as far as just like who got the better face off, to me that stuff I really don't be caring about that stuff because I'm looking back at, for example, the Charlo versus Danny Jacobs. Everybody said, oh, Charlo got punked, he got played, whatever. I guess people be seeing stuff that I don't be seeing, whatever. Second of all, face offs, like how much like do they really mean? We seen the Spence versus Crawford face off, which was kind of in a similar fashion to that one, and you know what I mean. People was arguing back and forth. Oh, he pulled up on him. No, he pulled up on him.
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't even really. I like the pull up part. Like I didn't care who pulled up on who. Underground Asylum, salute, fam, salute. Let me jump in. Like, I like the pull up part. I was just looking at the nerve. I ain't never heard him talk like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard that come out his mouth. You know what I mean? His verbiage. I'm used to like up north, out here in California, up north. You know what I'm saying? In Spanish, that's how they talk. They talk just like blacks. You know what I'm saying? But to him, I ain't never heard that come out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know to take it as disrespect or what the fuck is going on with this cat.
Oh, you talking about the N word thing?
Yeah, no, yeah, not just the N word, just how he, you know what I'm saying, the whole how his defense was. You feel what I'm saying? Like how it even came out. You feel what I mean? It was just yeah.
Yeah. I'll address the N word thing after you get the check.
Okay. The boxing plug said he said I blew $1,000 in a day out in these streets. just throwing up that money out there, it's nothing. MZ Talk Boxing, a salute to Derek Bailey. D-Lo said Mikey has always been opportunistic and his value and rating was inflated for years, in his opinion. I kind of agree with you. I think that probably was his problem, man. He what you call that?
Well, his ego.
Nah, he picked somebody that he thought, you know how motherfuckers be opportunistic, like be picking motherfuckers they think they can beat, but he picked the wrong motherfucker type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that ain't the first time Mikey had a cherry pick that went wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. As it finally caught up with his ass, it seemed like everybody talking to everybody. MZ said peace and blessings to one and all, y'all. Shout out to MZ Talk Boxing. Gil Cole said Theo needs to fight Devin, man. I want to see this fight, man. I want to see this motherfucker fight bad, man. Especially at this time, like at their age. Not later on down the line, really what a lot of people think that's gonna happen. I want to see the fight, you know what I'm saying? They pumping it up now. I really want to see it. D-Lo 44 said, man, I grew up in the Toombs district of Georgia. He said, I don't like that shit at all. But the folks there didn't check it, so they must be 100% okay with Theo talking reckless. Probably, like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, it wasn't just the N word, you know what I'm saying? Part it was just how at the time I never heard it for one. I'd come out of his mouth, and then he used it as a defense. You know what I'm saying? Like he used it in a way of showing like he was macho. So it was like I don't know. I took it like it was some mockery. You know what I'm saying? But I could be wrong. You know what I mean? And I know some Hispanics use it. You know what I'm saying? Because they relate to us. They with us. You know what I'm saying? They 100%. with that shit. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no disrespect, but some it ain't like that. You feel me? I understand that. You know what I mean? Coming from where I'm from, my outlook on the shit. And Hyphy gonna go elaborate more because he, you know what I'm saying? We from the same area. Underground Asylum say salute to the corner and the chat. Salute, fam. D-Lo say Theo don't want to fight that man. He said that's been clear for some time in his opinion. He said with that said he should quit speaking on Devin if he don't want to pull up. MZ said I'm about to jump in. All right, bet MZ. You know you're always welcome, fam. If y'all want to jump on, man, I'm gonna have to check out background check or something, man. Show your face or something behind the camera, man. We've been having some people that we don't even know coming through this motherfucker doing some reckless stuff, man. D-Lo 404 boxing said, ain't a motherfucking boxing got a pull up game like Demetrius Andre. The boxing plug said Theo was a little glittery, maybe nervous because the dispute was going at a fast pace. He wasn't prepared. Theo know if he go to the zone and fight Devin, will be the A side. He will pick the purse and ring. Yeah, I can agree with that boxing plug. He definitely is a favorite over there. Bruce Gold, salute fam, what's good? He said salute Marlo and General Heike. Bruce Goes also says salute to the chat, y'all. J8 in the building, salute. Yeah, go ahead, Hype. I'm caught up.
Yeah. See, somebody like Bruce goes, he can hop on because he gonna talk with some sense. You know what I mean? He don't be on the BS. But I look at it as far as like these basic people who would say not black using this N word in settings. Something that I've been noticed for a while. All right, you got people who let's just say entertainers. You got people who okay, like when they got the cameras in front of them on a regular day-to-day basis, they won't use that word. But if they get caught off guard, like in a situation like that, when they forget the cameras is around, that's when you start seeing, like the true person, more so like the true person, their character. And so that just tell me, yeah, these people, like you, Marlo, you got people that's whatever, just non-black. They use that word just to reference each other. They're not using it in a negative way, derogatory way. That's just how they talk as well. So I just feel like that's one of them situations. Tio, he used that word on the regular to refer to, his people and stuff, not in a negative way, and it just is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I just thought I ain't never heard it. That's what I'm saying. You heard me what I was meant, but I can understand it though. That's what it is. When you said they called him off guard, so that probably was his true self. So he caught me off guard. He should relate to us more than you know what I'm saying. He should talk more, talk his regular self instead of trying to do the Bob Aaron and cater to a certain audience. You know what I'm saying? He probably have more fans.
But let me just respond to that. Hey, these black fighters, they do the same thing. It's a lot of black fighters who, like, whenever like they got like a camera right in front of them or something, they don't use that word. But let them get kind of caught off guard or something. That's when that word come out.
True. Or get mad, right? Get mad either or. MC, what's your take on everything, man? You've been listening. Going
Oh yeah,
your rundown on the
I'm with
Mikey and the
y'all
Dip.
on that. With him using the N word, I agree with Hyphy on that one. You got a lot of people that use that word. That's not the first time T.O. used that word. He was on there with Rolly, and they was using that word a lot. They was on Twitter or Instagram, but they was on there together. They was roasting Tank, and they was passing that word back and forth as if it's one of their terms of endearment. As far as Mikey goes, he just got his ass handed to him that day. Could have been that he'd been out the ring for so long. Could it be? Remember, Derrick James did tell us if you keep a jab in Mikey's face, since he supposedly this cerebral kind of boxer that thinks a lot, the jab causes him to have to think a lot to figure out how to get inside.
Right. Yeah, and the defense against the rope was pretty decent. He knew how to get the fuck up out of there too.
Yeah.
D-Lo say, if anyone tries to come on as me, it's not me. He said I ain't got it. He said I ain't got it in me tonight, but I'm here for sure. You know what I'm saying? I have heard his dad say it more than once. Yeah, I heard his daddy say it, but it didn't sound like he used it often. If y'all know what I mean, like you could tell in the motherfucker verbiage. That's why when the way he was talking, it seemed like he used it often. You know what I'm saying? Well, am I tripping or not? You know what I'm saying? But obviously I ain't tripping. Y'all said it was on point. Y'all could tell that he used it often. You feel what I mean? So, it's a lot of motherfuckers that do use it, man. Like I said, up north, a lot of the Hispanic cats, that's they shit. I done saw motherfuckers in Texas, you know what I'm saying, on their videos, using it. And it don't seem like disrespect at all. So
It's just how you say it, man. It's the way
exactly.
you pronounce it and how you're using it.
Yeah, I can agree. JH said, but when Theo go up there at Canelo last fight, he said he is Latino and had Latino pride. It's only when it's beneficial these dudes straddle the line. Oh, so J8 think that he might be straddling the line. J8 also said, but some of these channels fake outrage. He said, how you mad at Theo but interview Bob Arum every week? Hey, real talk to her. And be kissing his ass. And be kissing his ass. Asking him easy questions. Don't get to the real conversation. But yep. Yeah, some people straddle the line, J8, man. I just be wondering, man, cause I don't be hearing them. You know what I'm saying? Hype got a hell of a point though. He was caught off guard, and that's how you get the real motherfucker. You know what I mean? And the way he was using it, you know what I mean? It was like more of a defense, but it wasn't. I didn't take it as disrespect, but it threw me off guard. I heard his pop say it, and it sounded like he was familiar with the word. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It didn't sound like you know what I'm saying? It was in his lingo, right?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
let me just say one more thing before you cook some more, MZ. Because you see, I already know how it's gonna go. So like, you got a lot of black people. Some black people they'll just say, okay, they give like a certain person a pass. It might be somebody that's Latin, somebody that's Caucasian. They give a certain person a pass to say the N word, but if they don't know them, they find it offensive. Secondly, we like Marlo, it's a whole bunch of people that's not black. They use this word to reference each other in a non-derogatory way, the same way we do. So they're not meaning it like in a negative way. So I'm just saying, don't let some of these channels come out here running with this whole racist narrative that they gonna try to push because they Haney fans. Nah, don't let them fool y'all with that stuff.
Yeah, please don't, y'all. Y'all see how I worded it. I hope I didn't try to word it. I was just trying to see what that's how he is, and I think he should talk like that more often. Not just the N word, but in the hood fashion. He'll relate to a lot of black fans. You know what I'm saying? But Jay got a point. Some of these motherfuckers they probably listen to the Bob Arum philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Black fighters don't sell. That's what he say. Master Rob in the building. Shout out to Master Rob. Salute, fam. Get well
Uh,
soon, my brother.
yeah, he just got off the phone with me. He told me he was about to jump into the chat.
Everybody just chopping it up with each other. But yeah, man, I was watching the Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter, what's the name? I ain't seen it, but I guess it was the night of the Wilder fight. But did y'all any of y'all see the face off and the what you call that press
I'm gonna
conference?
have to. I didn't see it, but I'm gonna have to go and watch it because I want to see. I heard Hyphy say that sometimes the face off don't matter to him, but I look at little things like when I picked Terrence Crawford to beat Kell Brook, I picked him because when he stepped to Kell Brook at the weigh-in, Kell Brook actually took a step back away from him. He let Terrence take his space, and right there, from that little bit of information, that's how I picked him to take Kell Brook out. So sometimes, I just look for little quirks and things like that when they be facing off to try to give me an edge on how I want to pick. It may not mean anything; it could mean a lot, but for me, that's my little superstitious quirk about it.
I like looking at the press conference just to see little details and shit, things like that. Sometimes it changes my pick because I see that the guy is fucking drained. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Right.
super drained or something like that. Derek Bailey said no passes should be given. Period. You know what I'm saying? I definitely respect that. Definitely respect that. But it's a bunch of communities, bro, like the Filipino community, um, you know, certain Hispanic communities, Puerto Rican, things like that. They be using the word, you know what I'm saying, the term, you know what I'm saying, and don't be in disrespect, bro. Like a lot of them, they relate to us. They of us, you know what I'm saying? They Afro Latino, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can feel that. And I can remember back in the day, because I'm old enough to remember that a lot of them were not using it as a term of endearment. Only blacks were. And at one point, I could remember that even blacks weren't really running around using it as a term of endearment. That started rolling in around the 80s, the mid 80s, and start toward the early 90s. Prior to that, they weren't really using that word as a term of endearment. It was an ugly word for everybody.
And it was only certain communities. But what y'all think about this? We can go into this conversations we hear and shit. Like, 'cause I respect motherfuckers' opinion. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no race bait. I'm down for mine regardless. I done been in the riots and everything, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Mm-hmm.
just an open conversation. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think the internet, the internet showed us. You know what I'm saying? It showed a lot of people the insides of our community and made them relate. You know what I'm saying? To use the slang and the lingo how they use it. You feel what I'm saying? What y'all think? Do y'all think that played a big part in the growth in the word? You know what I'm saying? And especially not just the word, just the lingo. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, in my opinion, when people start seeing blacks use it, it kind of it gave them an excuse to be able to say it a little more freely. Now, I don't give a damn what you say in your house. You know what I mean? Because that's your house, and you should have the right to be able to say whatever you want to in your house amongst your people. So the internet opened it up two ways. It showed how it could be used and how people could use it as an excuse to say, well, you guys say it to each other all the time. Because remember, when they first started being used and popping out of people's mouths, that was their first defense. Well, they use it all the time. But then now you have to look at it and be like, people using it and they making derogatory statements with it just to use a point. John Gruden with the NFL, he made the statement about the brother having lips as big as Michelin tires.
Yeah.
Well, he got in trouble for it, in the NFL, and he was forced to leave a team. And my question was, one, he wasn't even working in the NFL when he was making the emails back and forth to whoever he was talking to. So how did he get fired and he wasn't in the NFL? And who the hell was he talking to? And what were their responses? And why weren't they saying anything like, group, we don't talk like that, anything. So they use it, it's a muddy water when it comes to it, because you got some people that's gonna have a fake pride and be fake upset because some people use it and some people don't. And like Hyphy said, some people get passes and some people don't. Derek Bailey, in my opinion, is 100% right. Nobody should get a pass to use it. And black people, if they really want to be for real about themselves, they wouldn't really want to be using it either. But that's just me. I use it. You know what I'm saying? I know why I use it. I know how I use it.
But
So
do we all have an understanding on what the word is? Because this is totally different word than the other word. You feel what I'm saying?
yes,
It,
yes,
so like we gotta have that understanding first before we can have a discussion. Like some people taking it like it's the other mixing that word with the other word. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It's not that word. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand that. Like, but other people, the ones like you said earlier that say y'all use it, so we use it. You know what I'm saying? We know what the fuck we doing. You feel what I'm saying?
exactly,
You gonna
exactly.
use it out of anger and try to mix it with the other word. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah, try to use it for a cover.
Trex in the building, salute, bro. What's happening?
What's going down? What's going down? I hear y'all chopping it up and shit about what went on with Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. As far as the N word go, I say it all the time. But hey, me personally, I don't allow non-black people to call me that. I don't try to control what other people call each other. And that's something that I had to understand in my mind. Like everybody that's using the word, they not using it to call me a nigga. They trying to call each other niggas. But I don't allow them to call me that though. I don't give a fuck, because if I give you an inch, you'll take a mile. I let you call me that one day, you'll be calling me a bitch the next day. And where I come from, I grew up in a place that we call Little Mexico. So all of my neighbors were from Mexico. I ain't talking about just Mexicans. I'm talking about no English speaking Mexicans from Mexico. But a lot of their kids were born over here, so their kids would know some English. But their parents didn't know no English. But I'm gonna tell you one word that they did know, and that's nigger. That's one word that they did know. I could be playing with some friends or something. I have a motherfucker pull up on me. They'll be like, "Hey, David, why you over there playing with those niggers?" So those are my that's what comes to my mind when I think about this shit. I know some people they be like, "Hey, that's my culture. That's the way I grew up." Well, it's also my culture to slap the fuck out your ass if you use the word against me. And I done put that into practice a few times. I done literally left my shoe mark on the motherfucker face for calling me that shit. I ain't trying to kill you, but I will fuck you up though. I don't play with that shit because I don't like a one-way street. I'm not going around calling people peckerwoods. I don't go around calling people wetbacks, but I got to be cool with you using a derogatory word against me. And you don't understand like my plight as a black man. And then at the same time, it's like even when I listen to them call each other nigga, it sounds stupid to me. Because the way I understand it, nigga is a derivative of Niger. You know what I'm saying? That's what it goes back to. Niger means black. So they basically walking around calling each other black. That shit look dumb to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no big into race bait and all that kind of shit, but that's just the way I see it though. Like I said, they can call each other what they want to call each other, but nah, you're not calling me that though.
Now, I can feel you. I feel you 100% with that, Trey. I'm not gonna let you're right. I'm not gonna let somebody else call me that. Me and my brother, we can kick it back and forth plenty times. Oh, nigga, you tripping, something like that. But my white homeboy can't tell me that.
All right. That's what I'm saying. You could tell the disrespect and the verbiage, the lingo. Like if I hear a motherfucker, I could be at a restaurant or something just listening and hear somebody talking and use that in a sentence. You could tell if it's disrespectful or you could tell if that's how you talk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can like Trey. He ain't from where I'm from. Like he know that word is just like a no to him because you know what I'm saying. He from the South, and a lot of people from the South feel like that when they hear other races say that word. They ain't used to hearing that shit. When they hear this in a disrespectful sentence, you know what I'm saying, or term. You feel me? So
Yeah.
I can understand those. You know what I mean? It's just that, like I said, that once upon a time, even your brother be like, man, why y'all talking like that? You know, the older cats used to tell them, why y'all talking like that, man? Don't use that word or don't call me that word. But nowadays in 2021, the shit is normal. You can pop on the video in the Filipino community, and they sound. If you just turn the video off and just listen to the audio, you would think they black. You know what I'm saying? The ones that speak good English. You feel what I
Yeah.
mean? Like then
Yeah.
you got some of them same people that make a mockery out of that. You know what I'm saying? That be you on food stamps and all that, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Be making a mockery. So you can tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Like the Aquafina babe.
who was
But
that?
my question is this: why are we the only people that have to be cool with a derogatory term being used in a casual way? Like we the only race pretty much that got to deal with that. Like as far as popular culture, like it's not popular to go around saying wetback. It's not popular to say peckerwood. We don't make that shit something cool to say. You know what I'm saying? So why are we the only people that have to deal with that?
Now that's crazy. That's a good question. I had no idea.
But when you look at it, we the only people that have to deal with a lot of things that you have to ask. Why is it set up this way? Because I'm still trying to wrap my mind around some of these rights that they are making for groups that are pulling together. Oh, I'm this kind of group. I identify with this. And you getting rights. I'm like, man, my people been getting tore off the bone for years, and nobody is stepping up saying, hey, this ain't right. Not even the groups that are begging us to help them get their situation squared away, which we quick to lend a hand as long as it ain't lending a hand to us. We'll help everybody and their mama. but we won't help us.
You
And that's
know,
the craziest thing about it.
you know what tripped me out about that, and that's politics is weird because they the same type of thing. Like they identify themselves in groups, don't they? Republicans, Democrats, what's the other ones called? You know, they break themselves down in groups.
Yeah.
So we don't have nobody speaking for us. Once somebody our kind get up in there, they not from our community anymore. Even though they was raised in our community, they don't end up being from our community. They don't represent us, bro. They forget everything about us. Some of these motherfuckers even make laws against us. Like they don't understand our conditions. You know what I'm saying? Our conditions and our circumstances. You feel what I'm saying? Like they never experienced it once they got to a certain plateau. That's because they are in a group. You know what I'm saying? Once they identify with this group, they forget all about where they come from. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the system really look like it's playing for, bro. To make you don't as long as you got to identify with a certain group to be protected, right? You got to identify with the LGBTQ or whatever. You got to identify with the Asian community. You got to identify with this community. But us, you know what I'm saying? We've been getting killed, uh, um, what you call it, unjustly for years, bro. Getting dogs sicked up on us, wet with water hoses. You know what I'm saying? Shot down, motherfucker in the street with no guns, with cell phones in our hand, getting jumped on by motherfucking Shout out to Snacks B in the super chat. Appreciate you, bro. He said, been a minute, bro. Salute. Brooklyn in the house. Salute. Shout out to you, Snacks B in Brooklyn. But you know what I'm saying? And the motherfucker ain't passed the law yet. You know what I'm saying? A hate crime yet against us, bro. But we steady seeing these hate crime bills get passed for everything against us. Everything is, you know what I'm saying? Everything is predicated to keep us where we are and to uplift others. You know what I mean? It's Chinatowns, it's Koreatowns. You know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of towns. You know
Ask
what I mean?
yourself this. It's one important question that I always say that you want to ask a person something and you want to really see how they feel about black people. Ask them this. Would you like to change places? Would you like to become a black person? Would you like to be treated like black people are in America? Or would you like to keep your same status? You will not find anybody just justly ready to say, yes, I want to be black.
Right. That's fucked up though because it's a tough conversation because not everything is racist, but motherfucker is gonna press when it becomes. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker feel a certain way, a motherfucker gonna say something. Then you got those who try to cover that up with, oh man, you guys always make everything racist. No, man, that's not never the case. That's only a reflection that you deflecting by using that. If it is, let's attack the subject. Let's hold the motherfucker accountable. That's out of line. If not, we keep letting motherfuckers giving motherfuckers passes. We still gonna be in the same position, bro. Same with voting. It go the same with these politicians. We keep on giving these motherfucker passes and not having a voice for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's gonna speak for our community, bro, and help and want. We just gonna be in the same position because everybody that get there is gonna be identified in a group, and they're gonna put that group before their community. You know what I'm saying? They got to, or they ain't gonna be able to stay where they at for long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when people say everything is not about race, and I don't want to seem like I'm the person that's ringing the bell like that, but no, you're right. Everything is not about race until it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because when you dig deep enough and far enough, you end up coming across something that says we did this to stunt this growth of this person or these people or this community or this group. Every time, there's not too many things that you can scratch on. If you scratch hard enough and deep enough, if you really want to know the truth and you get to digging, you end up finding out that it grew from some tale of trying to stop something else from happening.
Yeah. You know, it's strange though, because in 2021, you got to tell your kids, you know what I'm saying, about their rights and their constitutional rights that they own. You know what I'm saying? And right now, all that shit is getting tampered with. So you gotta have this conversation with 9 and 11 year olds, 16 year olds, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Just for them to understand what's going on in the world right now. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all don't use them, if y'all just let motherfuckers just lay down and make you do what you got to do, it's gonna be cold, bro. It's gonna be a long road for us ahead, especially us black people. You see, they attacking us specifically with, you know what I'm saying, with these weird policies and things. So, you know what I mean? I hope everybody sharpen up and exercise and use their constitutional rights, man, because it look like it's gonna get kind of wicked out here. Let me jump in the chat real quick. We can jump on to the Shakur Stevenson Heron topic. D-Lo 404 said, I kept him from getting stomped out, and I told him and them that it was the one and only time I was keeping someone off his ass over that word. And if I ever heard him say it again, I would be on that ass. Oh, you must have said something earlier, D-Lo. I must have missed it. La D say facts, MZ, facts, Marlo. D-Lo said, folks who immigrate over here pattern themselves after white folks. Folks want to act black, but don't want everything that comes behind being black. Facts, D-Lo. Derek Betty talking to D-Lo. I was about to say that. For real, we all on the same topic. But yeah, man, shit, this is Shakur Stevenson versus Heron Fight Week, man.
Man.
Shit, man, it's in the air. It's up there now, man. What y'all think about the fight, man? Y'all excited for the fight? Who y'all got? And how y'all looking forward? How y'all see this fight playing out? Who's gonna be the victor?
I'm looking for Stevenson, man. I'm riding with Shakur, the youngster. And I'm looking for him to outbox Harrington. Simple and plain. That's as simple and straight shooting as I can put it. I'm looking for him to outbox him and do his thing. Right. It's not going to be a walk in the park, I don't think. I think he's going to have to, be strategic with it and surgical with it. That's using Malik Scott's terminology. Be surgical with it. But I think the youngster gonna do his thing. I think I don't see us being surprised that night. So I'm riding with Shakur.
Yeah, what about you, Turkey?
I'm gonna go ahead and ride with Shakur Stevenson, man. According to my understanding, Jamel Herring is the longest reigning champion in the division, and his time is up. It's out with the old, in with the new. You know what I'm saying? He going up against a young phenom. This dude is literally a world beater. I'm talking about winning the world championships, Olympic silver medalist, and all this kind of stuff. Is about to be crucial. And then at the same time, his last fight, when he fought that Nakathila dude, he didn't look as good to a lot of people. So now, and he probably didn't look as good to himself either. So now he want to come back and make up for that. He gonna come and be on his A game. I know that Herring is gonna come fight back. He a tough guy. He a Marine and all that kind of stuff. But hey, this sport is mainly about skills. Skills pay the bills. So I think he gonna get schooled out there, man. That boy Shakur Stevenson gonna take him to Newark Independent School District and school that motherfucker.
What you think, Ike?
Well, go ahead, MZ.
Yeah, I already spoke on it.
You already went.
Okay, yeah. All right, I think Shakur is gonna win. I just think the fight gonna be closer than what people would expect. I definitely think it's going the distance. I just think Herring, he's gonna lay. He's willing to leave it all in the ring. Basically, I feel in this fight. And then he got his trainer Bomac, and we know how that is. Yeah, Shakur, he been around that camp. Bomac got love for him, but they gonna come up with a plan to at least be effective against him. So I think it's gonna be a competitive fight that's going the distance. Shakur winning maybe like a 8-4 UD.
Yeah, I think I can see it being close depending on how Herring comes, man. If Herring try to box and box with the youngster, I think it's gonna be a long night. You know what I'm saying? A lopsided type of fight. If Herring bring the fight and keep Shakur on his back foot type of fight, I think it'll be just how you said. You know what I'm saying? A close, pretty good competitive fight, but I don't know, man. I got Shakur by unanimous. I think that, however, I just think they familiar with each other. I think Shakur got a damn chip on his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? From what everybody's saying, you know what I mean? He building that and using that to take it all out on Herring and shine that night. I just think that the young man is gonna come out and display a whole lot. You know what I mean? He might even take some chances and getting touched in this fight. But yeah, I want to see this though. I want to see him step up. I want to see him become champion. And take on whatever the best out there, man. And I think the sky's the limit for Shakur, especially with that style. But I picked him by UD. You know what I'm saying? But shit, if he get a stoppage, I'll be, you know what I'm saying? I'll be surprised. If Herring catching, I'll be surprised. Man, he gonna have to be on point with his defense. Cause Herring, he a decent counter puncher too. Real calm counter puncher. So I got Shakur.
Hey man, let me say this real quick, cause Lala D in the comment section down there talking shit, and her ass got last place on the Chair Ross, so she ain't got no room to talk no shit. How about you getting in the top 20 on the Chair Ross before you start talking shit?
Hey, she did hit their ass on the majority split thing too. She got 2 of them motherfuckers. Somebody else got 3. D-Lo say I think Shakur will win, but I don't want to change my pick, so I'm sticking with Herring by majority decision. D-Lo be picking the majorities too. Snacks B says Shakur is a beast. It's hard to bet against him. Real talk. Motherfucker love them skills, man. I don't know why I picked Karnacki. I just wasn't changing my pick. Cause what's the name showed me he had skills. Nardi Hammer. That's why Trey got a chance to talk his shit.
Yeah, you was tripping with yourself picking Kalinowski.
I be stubborn on them goddamn rematches, bro.
Hey man, I've been meaning to get on Bruce Gold's ass, because Bruce Gold was talking about, I don't know about Hellenius because he got stopped by Gerald Washington. I can't wait to see his ass again so I can rub that crow in.
Like he said, Trey ain't schooling shit. Derek Bailey said, I got Shakur. He from New York, and so am I. That's what it is. Shout out to New York, man. For sure, we locked in, Derek. D-Lo say, Shakur, he said Shakur. I think he said Shakur may win, but he couldn't school Herring, even if it was principal. Not at this point, anyway. You think Herring's just a veteran? You ain't gonna be able to school him. You gonna show the young buck something? Yeah, I know I ain't everybody talking to everybody. Snacks B said Shakur back foot is so slick. Yeah. Lala D over there laughing. She said, I hate you, bro. D-Lo posted, I like to fight a bunch. Yeah, I like to fight a bunch. Since the champ Valdez then won't smoke with either. Get that job, Bennett. Snacks B said, yo, Trey X, salute, homie.
Salute. I'm over here eating this shit, my bad.
Hey, yeah, man, let me go back to that Terrence Crawford, goddamn Porter conference, y'all. They showed a lot of respect, but they talked minimal shit. Bernie was doing all the shit talking. Bernie was way in the back talking a lot of shit. But they showed a lot of respect to each other, man. Like even the face off, everything was real cool, mutual. Um, um, Porter Daddy and Bo Mac even showed a lot of respect. But I just noticed though, before that, when Bo Mac got the news that they was gonna fight, it was mandatory, mandated or whatever. That nigga was like old boy off the Boondocks. You know what I'm saying? He was Bon Humbug, Screws McDuck. He didn't fuck PBC, fuck Porter, all them motherfuckers. He was talking crazy and shit. So it was kind of crazy the big difference from then and now. You know what I mean? Is that a sign? Any of y'all noticed that? I noticed it, and I think they must got a long history with each other's skills. They must have been in the ring with each other before, man. And they probably intimidated by this fight. Maybe I'm just reaching. Sometimes I do. You know what I'm saying? I like looking at shit like that. But what y'all think if y'all saw the interview in the chat and on the panel? Did y'all see the not the interview, but the goddamn presser?
I did not see the presser. I'm actually sitting over here now trying to find it so I can get it. Oh, okay, I just found it. I'm gonna get a glimpse of it real quick, and then I'll give you my thoughts about it.
Yeah, because I remember telling y'all about Bo Mac becoming what's the old boy name on the Boondocks? The one that got Vidler Largo or whatever.
Uncle Ruckus?
Yeah, he became Uncle Ruckus, bro. Some interviewer was asking him about PBC and Porter and all that, and he fucked them niggas. Like he was just going crazy. Like he didn't want to talk about him. It wasn't no type of respect or nothing. But then at this press conference, I'm watching the whole thing, trying to look close and see what I see. and I saw nothing but respect, man. Like I saw nothing but respect. Bo Mac was talking real cool and calm, and they was talking about their background and all that shit. And then even Crawford and Porter, like Porter said, I could get up here and say some shit to make him cry. I can get up here and say some shit to make him smile. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna do that. Whoop de whoop. And then Crawford didn't say nothing. Like nothing like that. Like I can say some shit to make you know what I mean? It was just like a lot of respect going on. So I thought that was kind of crazy to me. I think they, you know what I'm saying, they really taking Porter real serious. You know what I'm saying? Because Porter, they know something about Porter. You know what I mean? Porter probably a real threat. You know what I'm saying to them? I don't know, but that just was interesting. I thought maybe y'all, you know what I'm saying, saw that. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I know y'all be watching how I do. Like D said, reverse Villalago. Yeah, yeah. It was just interesting, man. I ain't never. I have seen motherfuckers show respect, but this kind of respect was kind of interesting. Them motherfuckers like really was cool with each other, bro. Like it wasn't no type of down talk, nothing of that sort. You know what I mean? D-Lo 404 said, "Ain't no way in hell Team Crawford is intimidated about fighting Porter. Bo Mac just be on some BS sometimes with them interviews." Like D said, "I'm happy to hear. I'm happy to hear that. This fight is gonna be fire. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too.
Yeah, the dude.
Do we have to necessarily? Not to cut you off real quick. I wanted to ask D-Lo something. Do we have to necessarily be intimidated, or like I said, like they respect his game? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like intimidated. I'm just saying, like you know, how motherfuckers like, goddamn, man, we been dealing with this motherfucker since the amateur. Y'all know this motherfucker gonna be on your ass 12 rounds of the fight. You know that kind of respect. You know what I'm saying? Familiar with each other,
Right.
not necessarily intimidated or scared. Because I didn't see no nervous energy. You know what I mean? I saw all respect. You feel me? I didn't see not nobody's nervous or you know what I mean. They
Right.
both said they gonna bring out the best of each other. Um, Crawford even said that if Porter hit him hard, he gonna hit him harder. You feel me? So it was respect. Like it was tripping me out. But Bomac, I thought he was gonna come out talking shit. You know what I mean? Um, Snacks B said, "I just got this feeling from Bud gonna beat Porter ass. That's what he it sounds like he gonna do. Once he listened to him, he listened to it. He can give his take. Social scientist said Bud said ain't no friends to after the fight at the press conference though. Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. Elijah said Mikey can't fight boxers that run. What you mean about running, Elijah? Man, why y'all be using that term running, bro? That's a term of boxing. You don't stand there. You mean with good defense? Because that's a part of your defense is your legs. If that's what you mean, because I didn't see no running. Mikey didn't hurt the guy for him to run. You know what I mean?
Mikey just overrated. My bad, I'm over here eating and shit, but the man was 48-12 as an amateur, man. 48-12. He was opportunistic as a professional. He fought people with the weakest champions so he can get them belts. The man is overrated. He thought he was Tony Canzoneri. He thought he was Benny Leonard. He thought he was Sweet Pea Whitaker. And he ain't none of that shit, man. So they just got to understand, like, he just an overrated motherfucker. And he done finally, you know what I'm saying, got exposed.
Yeah, I was gonna say your guillotine. We did that earlier. I didn't get to hear you, but yep. To sum it up, and that ain't no disrespect. That's just truth, man. What we saw from Mikey throughout the year. Dilo 404 Boxer said they asked Bud about the friendship, and he said, "I'm gonna step on him in front of Porter." That was about as far as it went. Yeah, it did, and it was like in a jokingly way too. Dilo said, "Intimidated was your word, Marlo." Okay, but I had to reword it. Dilo 404 said Porter and Crawford were separated by about 30 pounds in the amateurs. I never heard of them fighting. But Jenny coached Bud, and Bud tried to Jenny. It was Jenny, and Bud tried to fight. Oh, Kenny, but Kenny coached Bud, and Bud tried to fight Kenny in the alley in Venezuela. Yeah, I heard Kenny say that at the press conference. Derek Bailey said Where's the Porter versus Crawford gonna be? In Vegas? I think so. I think it's gonna be in Vegas. Everybody talking to everybody. D'Lo said he ain't even Danny Garcia. Who you talking about? Oh, you talking about Mikey. So the scientist said, thank you, Trey X. Stop calling Mikey resume booster for Spence. Who said somebody been calling Mikey resume like Mikey made Spence or something? The goddamn media pumped that shit up. Mikey thought he was better than Spence in every category. Let me get out y'all business. Shit, man. Any more topics y'all want to talk about, man? That's almost hit the hour mark and shit. Anything y'all want to bring up before we close it out?
I don't gain too much out of that press conference with Porter and Sean. Like you said, they were like over the top with giving respect back and forth. Like, damn, you're going out their way to say nice shit. What's that? So the person that said the most out of anybody was the dude with the big birthmark on his face.
Oh yeah. Hey, hold up. Did you see Bug check that dude? Cause he wanted to make sure that everybody heard that he ain't had no parts in not making this fight happen. It was Bob. Dude was like, it's the fighters who can make this fight happen. It was, Hold up, what? I just wanted to be on camera. What?
Yeah,
I want everybody to know that nothing ain't stopping no fights. I said, Bud want everybody to know we ain't got nothing to do with that.
Hey, I didn't see the press conference, but in my opinion, like they don't really have to talk a lot of shit because this is the type of fight that sells itself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not really the type of fight that a lot of the casuals is gonna like just gravitate to off the muscle. But the people that like the real boxing fans, this is a great fight. They ain't gotta sell us on this shit.
Right. That's
I'd
real.
rather be on November 20th than watching these motherfuckers fight. You know what I'm saying? So they can be respectful. But like I said, this fight sell itself.
Yeah. We definitely gonna be right there, front and center on this shit. D, what's up? D21519 is in the building. Salute, fam. He said, salute Marlo, Trey X, and the Kona.
Salute,
bro. D-Lo say, well, when that bell rang, I expect that respect to go out the window. Yeah, me too. Johnny, salute, fam. D-Lo also said that was Tom Brown from TGB. Oh, you talking about the dude with the birthmark? Yeah. Bud made sure he don't want his name mixing and none of that. That's all Bob who's stopping these fights. It was him that said that they difficult to work with. PBC was. But this was the second fight. No, this is the third fight, right? They weren't in the first Wilder Fury fight. So this is third fight that PBC and ESPN, third pay-per-view that they done worked on together. D'Lo said, man, if Bud and Porter were talking shit back and forth, it would have seemed forced and fake. Yeah. It was classy, man. It was a spurts of a little shots, you know what I'm saying? Spurts of little shots, but it was pretty classy. I only brought it up because of Bomac energy and all that before this, and then his energy at the press conference like night and day. That's really why I brought it up. But somebody gave me a different look. They were saying it's because of these goddamn reporters, and that's understandable. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be real. I don't really like Bomac.
You know?
I don't like Bomac, man. I don't like his energy. Like I remember when they asked him about Earl Spence and Manny Pacquiao tirade or whatever. That nigga went off on everybody. That nigga cussed out Earl. That nigga cussed out the PBC. He cussed out everybody because Crawford didn't get the fight. He just come across as a salty, hating motherfucker to me, man. Like y'all know the word out from, you know what I'm saying? Like a player motherfucker. He ain't a player to me. He do not come across like a player to me, man. I do not like Bo Mac. For real.
That's the Uncle Ruckus of boxing, y'all. Bomac.
The only thing I can say about Bomac is I kind of lost the feel for him when he said that a drunk ain't shit about Earl. Not too long, I think Earl had the accident right after he said that, but he never came back and at least said it's a good thing that the man, survived and got to go home to his kids. And I think he spoke on that drunk thing again after that. I'm like, I won't kick a man. I'll kick a man, but not when he down already.
Yeah. Yeah, he a hater. I agree with Trey. Like that's why I say this energy then and this energy now is night and day. What you finna say, Ike?
Nah, I see everything that Trey X just explained. That's why I actually like him because he just, yeah, he definitely a hater. But at least I like a hater that's gonna just stand up and really be himself and be a hater. He ain't trying to make no excuses for how he feel, no nothing. And I like a dude that just gonna stand on his on his square and not go with the majority. Because he get a lot of backlash and for obviously being on the quote unquote other side of the street, whatever. But yeah, that just made me like a dude. And then on top of that, all these type of little interviews, press conferences, Bo Magnum always gave us some entertainment. So I just think that type of character, and like that's the thing, he not even acting. That's really him. So I just think that type of character, that shit make hella entertainment for boxing. You got what I mean? I love it.
It's entertaining, but that shit is weak to me, man. But you got a point though. The shit do have motherfuckers picking sides, don't it? Make hella argument. That nigga, bro. I didn't like what's his name Bernie until he had a channel. I got to know him a little more, and I understand their relationship now. I see why he the biggest cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? He
Hey,
Crawford's biggest cheerleader.
this threw me off about Bo Mac too. I understand where Hype coming from, but keep the same energy. When they brought up Ugis in that same conversation, when in that same little soliloquy that the dude went off on, his whole energy changed when they brought up Ugis. And I thought it was kind of interesting because Ugis beat Crawford 27-10. So what the hell can he say? You know what I'm saying? So he started stuttering and all kind of shit when they brought up Ugis. If you gonna go off, nigga, let's be equal opportunity. Don't bring up Ugis and start stuttering.
Snack B said I don't like Big Mac either. Johnny said I agree, Trey X. You don't like him neither. Lala D said, Marlo, did you see Bud almost laugh in Porter's face when Porter turned that coke that can't go around to the back? Hell yeah, I saw that shit. Hell yeah, I wonder what he told that nigga. Cause Porter smiled and said something back too. Johnny said, I don't like Bo Mac at all. D-Lo 404 said, Bud was alluding to it being on Bob. He was basically saying them PBC boys weren't interested in fighting him. That's how it read to me. Okay, brother. I could have swore that on Bernie channel that the man they had an argument saying that Bob lied to him about the fights, bro. I said this on the channel before, and if you read it that way, that's cool. But I be watching Bernie channel, man. That's where I get the track record from. They all said that Bob lied to him about these fights. So if Bob lied to him about these fights, and he said what he said, I wouldn't think that he talking about the PBC fighters, bro. I can't think that when his camp already said that Bob was the liar. But if you continue to ignore that part and want to be stuck on the PBC, don't want to fight Bud, I don't believe it. Like D said, yeah, I didn't like that either, MZ. So the scientist said, wish I didn't have to go to work. Hopefully I can kick it with y'all on Thursday. Holla. All right, peace out, fam. Yeah, I changed it from Thursday to Monday, man, because I'll be tired as a motherfucker, y'all. Snack B said, I want to see Bo Mac fight Jake James. He said I got James by way of KO. You talking about Derrick James?
First round KO.
Johnny said, let me stop. D-Lo said Bo Mac, Bo Mac, Bud manager as well. So he was super, super salty and hating about Earl getting that Manny fight. Derek Betty said, I agree, Trey. D-Lo said, who is Jay James? I think he's talking about Derek James. Elijah said, a brawler versus his skills. Yeah. Oh, so you talking about the skills? You call that a boxer running, all right? Yeah, he had a hard time then with them runners. If that's what you talking about, fam.
What? That don't sound right, but I understand people do be saying that.
Yeah, you know how they call Mayweather shit running. So he basically was referring to his skills. That's what he said right here. Brawler versus.
I
Um,
always think that people have a misconception of what boxing is and what they have in their mind of what it should be.
it's really because of the biased commentating, bro. A lot of that shit was HBO doings. You know what I'm saying? They was hating on Floyd intentionally. You know what I mean? They wasn't teaching the fans really what they were seeing in the ring. You know what I mean? They call that shit running and everything. That's where that running shit came from, HBO.
What was his name? Barry Merchant.
You know? But it's all good, man. Uh, I think I was at a Johnny. Johnny said the whole everyone afraid to fight Bud thing is a myth. It said we see how Bob Arum talked about PBC. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. But D-Lo over here say he really looking into the PBC fighters scared to fight Bud. That's what he say. D-Lo 404 said, yeah, Bo Mac be on some BS sometime. That's with that said, I thought Derek James sounded strange as a trainer talking about Bud's PPB numbers, which pay-per-view numbers. D-Lo also said, I didn't say that's what I believe. I'm telling you what I felt Bud was trying to say. The man said, say that again. If the fighter want to fight, they can be made, right? Yeah, but then at the end, after he said that, he said, I just want y'all to know that I ain't the fighter I ain't the one that's holding up fights. And then that continues to like he was pointing at Bob. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm. At the end of the day, it's more than just that right part. It wasn't a period after that right. He said, "I just want y'all to know that it ain't me that was holding up the fight, which it was his promoter." You know what I'm saying? He said that ain't what I said.
But I mean, but he did have some demands, like purse demands and shit, though, right? Wasn't
Who?
he the Crawford? He was demanding 50-50 and all this kind of shit. And if it was gonna be a 60-40 split, he was the one that was gonna get the 60, and he was dug in on that. So
Yeah,
to me, it sounded like he contributed at least a little bit to the fight not taking place. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
just my opinion, though.
Now you're right though, because it go then again it goes back to Bob telling them that he worth more than what he worth. You know what I'm saying? Like the only thing I'm saying is like if you understand, if you listen to what they say, what his camp actually saying and what was going on, that's the reason why they wasn't gonna even mess with Bob no more. Is because of what he said what what's the guy name, man, with the birthmark? Whatever the guy with the birthmark, he the one who said that it's up to the fighters to make these fights. So they could have had these fights a long time ago, and it was Bob and Bud side that was holding up off lowballing offers and all that. Like we ain't forgot that, have we? Offering a motherfucker $500,000 $1 million that's been on pay-per-view. So Bud was separating himself from Bob. Like, no, it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't me. That's what I was saying. Uh,
True.
Elijah said, Porter a brawler, Crawford is a skill. Crawford is skill. Skill should win. Yeah, I'm picking the skills too. Johnny said, far as the quote you just said, talking about D-Lo. But yeah, man, that's about it. Y'all ready to close it down?
It is what it is.
You tell the people where they can find you at. Hey, y'all make sure
Man.
y'all subscribe to our brother MZ.
Yeah, y'all can mess with me on MZ Talks Boxing. That's the best I can tell you. I appreciate everybody that's on the panel. Thanks for having me. It is what it does. I'm gonna step on back.
Right. Appreciate you, bro, for coming through.
Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. Much love to everybody. I ain't gonna talk out of there. We be here for the Shakur Stevenson, Jamel Herring fight. It's gonna be some fun. I think it's gonna be a good fight. Skills and a little bit of action mixed in with it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just come through and fuck with us, man. We're gonna call the frog out of well like usual.
Yes, sir. Let me catch up with these. Johnny said, oh no, I read that one. D-Lo said they made a huge mistake talking about the purse split in public. Bob done told the world Bud ain't worth shit when he tells us he hope Bob resigns. Lala D said, this makes me want to watch some of Bud and Spence fights. For real. Underground Silence said, peace, fam. D-Lo say, yep, it goes for Bud too, for sure. The fighter dies, not exclude Bud. Johnny said, see y'all Saturday night. See you, fam, for sure. All right, y'all, man. Y'all already know it's always fun coming through, man, hanging out, chopping up this boxing, man, enjoying each other's time. Most definitely appreciate y'all, man. I wanted to come through and put an hour in at least. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker got to get ready to hit that plantation, man, early. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. You know what I'm saying? See y'all Saturday, man. Until then, don't forget to tell them haters and trolls. The fuck out my gym. Peace.